Hey guys, I am back with another video. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys the story on how this all happened. So, a little while back, I'm not sure what month it was, it was this year, of course. Like Moonlight said, we did meet in the rake. I was wearing goth, of course, because I'm a goth person. I have other styles too, but my main style is goth. I was wearing a red, white, and black outfit in accessories that match it too. And I was just running around in the rake. By the way, it's in Roblox, so if you guys want, you guys can go play it. It's really fun. And I bumped into him. Like, in the safe house, I just bumped into him, and I thought he was gonna get mad because, like, a lot of people bully me just because I'm a doge. But people call me a furry. I'm not. I did wear a furry mask once, not in real life, but I was just wearing it as a joke, cause why not? So I bumped into him, and I fell in love at first sight. But I knew what I had to do if I'm gonna be with him, and I wanted to get to know him first. So I got his Discord, and we were talking, and we joined his game. I think it was his game. It was really cool. It was like all rainy. It was very aesthetic, and so his friend joined. His friend really looked badass. He had like a mask on, like a cat mask on, I think, and he looked very traditional. He also looked like an anime character, which was awesome. I really loved his style. And me and Moonlight were in the closet. I don't know why, we were just in the closet, and his friend saw us, and he said, "Hey yo, what are you guys doing in there?" And then we got out, and then we were just like messing around, and then Moonlight had to go, and his friends and me and his friend were calling, and we were just hanging out, kind of. We were mostly quiet in the call, and he said, "I thought you guys were getting freaky in there." And I just started laughing, and I blushed when he said that, but I'm not an online dater in Roblox, and I never will be. Um, and he told me that he was 11. So I thought Moonlight was older because he sounded older, but I didn't want to assume, and it turns out that he was, and I thought that it was okay for a 14-year-old to date an 11-year-old. I'm still not sure if it is, okay? So please tell me if it's not. And we dated, and I absolutely loved him. But of course I got to know him. He said that we known each other for about 19 days. And I believed him. I think we did. That's what he said, so I believed him. And we started dating, and things were good. We would always joke around. We would always play the rake until one day. Moonlight showed me his male body part. I didn't want him to do that, and I got pissed at him, so he apologized and we stayed together. And I told him not to ever do that because that stuff is illegal. And then things were good, things were normal until one day, well, maybe I shouldn't say one day. Days and days and days later, there was this guy. He has dark skin. He had black Nico boy hair. That was his Roblox avatar. I'm not judging him. He had a black face mask, and he had like purple sleeves and a suit, and he had like a purple. Wait, no. He had black pants and white shoes, and I just wanted to be his friend. I wanted to make friends so that me and Moonlight can start playing with people, so that me and him won't always have to play with each other. I mean, I didn't mind it. I just wanted to play with other people, and my friends too, and my sisters. And uh, it turns out that the guy was homophobic, and he was saying stupid shit about the Bible. I don't give a fuck about the Bible. I mean, I'm not, I'm not really against Christians. I just don't support what they do, and I don't think I mean, I respect it, but if it's against gays, I do not respect that. And I'm not gonna be sorry. I'm not gonna be sorry for that. Um, so I was having an argument with him. Wait, before all that, so Moonlight in the call, he said, I'm gonna pretend that you're a boy. I'm gonna pretend that we are just friends." And I got pissed, and that's what he said to his friend, the homophobic, and I just left the game because me and the homophobic were arguing, so I just left. And in the call, I got pissed at Moonlight. I almost broke up with him, but then he said, "Okay, I'll unfriend him. Calm down." And he apologized. Uh, and then things were good until like couple days later, or days and days later. Um, Things were good for now, and then this guy. I closed our DMs, and I wish I didn't do that, but it turns out that the homophobic's cousin was talking to me. I thought it was one of my enemies, but it was his cousin. His cousin, and then how did he get my Discord? Okay, so Moonlight added me to a server, and he told me that he didn't want me to be added into his servers because they are private. I mean, I respected that, I guess, but of course, it was very concerning to me. And he added me to a server, and the homophobic was there. I was pissed at him. I kept asking, "Why is he there? Why are you still friends with this guy? You realize he's a homophobic, right?" And I remember when Moonlight said, "There's also furry genders." I wanted to say something so bad, but I didn't want to hurt his feelings, so I didn't say it. He doesn't really know much about the LGBTQ, so I kind of teached him about it, kind of. And the homophobic and I were kind of arguing, and then one day later his cousin was arguing with me, saying he said I kind of remember what he said. He said, "What, are you gay? The fuck you saying shit to my little cousin, fool?" And he called me autistic when I ended the conversation with him. And Moonlight showed me what he said, and I've showed Moonlight too. And I was mad, and I told Moonlight this, and then Moonlight got rid of him, and then things were good for now. And I told Moonlight that, if I'm a girl, would you still love me if I got rid of my, you know? Um, he said, "Well, you should keep them for me." And I'm like, "But it's my body." And he was kind of against that, and we had an argument, we were but then he accepted it, and he told me that he would love me and support me. So that concerned me, because I kind of thought he was transphobic, and it turns out that he is. But before we get into that, um, okay, so days and days and days later, he met my sister Rebecca. Well, she's not my sister anymore, but so I thought they were getting along, but they were honestly like saying a lot of jokes to each other. I didn't know if it was mean or not. I didn't, but I was just hoping they were getting along, and and then days and days and days later, uh, oh yeah, I remember. So when me and Moonlight were in a call, he told he told me that he had this box. I think it was medium sized, and he showed me his claws, his his rake claws. He said that he was pretending to be the rake, and he showed me his claws, and they're badass. They're really badass. And um, he said that he was torturing the box with his claws, and I was amused by that. I was really amused when he said that, and I admired him, and I loved him, of course. And but I realized something. I'll say it at the end of the story, and it is a true story. Well, I'm just explaining to you guys how this all happened. So, and then uh, days and days later, he met he met my sister's ex-girlfriend named Jenny. Jenny and I aren't friends anymore because she chooses to do bad decisions. So, uh, Moonlight was kind of rude to her for some reason, and she was also rude to him. So I had an argument with her, and I kind of had an argument with Moonlight, and then they just decided to leave each other alone, and they apologized to each other, and uh, and then Moonlight started changing. He started being careless to me, and I did say that his voice sounded careless, and it did, but I wasn't gonna break up with him just because of his voice. He was he was saying rude things to me, and he was acting all careless and just being mean to me, and we would always have arguments, then getting back together. And Jenny saw it too. Jenny saw it too, and Rebecca and Shadow, my sister. They were all telling me that they all feel bad for me and they just want me to get rid of him, but I loved Moonlight too much, and if he kept on doing this, I promised them and myself that I would get rid of him for good. But I gave him too many chances. But I did not know that. But when I looked at our messages, while I was showing you guys our messages, I think I gave him 7 or 6 or 8 chances. If I gave him more, please tell me. Tell me how many chances I gave him. And if I do, I can give you a shout out. I don't really give shout outs, but yeah, whatever you want, I guess. Um, and okay, so and then me and Moonlight were getting along finally. Wait, but one time we stopped being together. But then he apologized and he showed me how much of a good person he was. At least I thought he was at the time. And he tricked me. He tricked me, and we got back together, and um, Rebecca wasn't really happy with the situation. She was really jealous of him because I gave him more attention, and I gave her attention too. It's just I regret it, but I still love Rebecca so much with all my heart. With all my heart. She is the best fucking person I have ever fucking met. Mostly Shadow. I love Shadow more than anything. No matter who I'm dating, no matter who I'm friends with, no matter who is in my family, I love Shadow more than anything. And Shadow, if you're watching this, I love you so much. You're the best sister that has ever happened into my life, and if I lose you, I don't know what I would do without you.